Well, hello all. I should say hello, strangers. Maybe it's been me that's been the stranger. Well, this is CashMagnetGuru coming at you on our regular Wednesday. Of course, we haven't been very regular lately, have we? Well, my apologies there. For the most part, there just really has not been a whole lot going on. And for anybody who's new, what this channel is geared for is passive income. And a lot of that passive income is geared right towards phone farming for now. We will see how that changes in the future. And I keep saying that. I'm trying to get my microphone set right, and it's not wanting to cooperate. I've got a new desk, so I will give Greg over at the cash room some kudos. I watched a video a number of weeks ago what's all in his office. He's got all this really cool stuff in his office. And he had this desk. And I'm like, oh, wow. I want a new desk. And I'm not going to spend as much as Greg did on his. His is probably nicer. I don't need something nice. I just need something that I can put a bunch of junk on. Hopefully I sound good. Dude, how does my, am I coming through clear? Am I too loud? Am I too soft? Let me know in the chat, will you guys, please? Thank you. So the last month has been a bit frustrating for me. Some of it definitely my own making. But you know, we dealt with a little Cashmagnet and their little debacle on putting games into the Play Store and absolutely screwing up earnings if you had new devices. And it was really frustrating. I had bought some replacement phones. I finally got rid of my Samsung A7 Actives with their gigantic bloated batteries that were like, you know, massive pillows. So I finally replaced them, and I wasn't getting any, and this was like on the 11th of February. I wasn't getting any earnings, you know, 6, 8, 10 credits. And it was frustrating. I sent support a message, I think on the 15th. And I got blown off, and I was a little frustrated that I got blown off. And so then I reached out again, and I said, you know, come on now. This isn't right. Something's wrong, you know. And it wasn't only me. It was Smoke as well. And others, I'm sure. So it was definitely frustrating. So, you know, that was kind of like some of the big news. Well, then we run into the last couple of days, and we've got even more big news. Not from Cashmagnet, not from them, but from our lovely friends at Honeygain. So what I'm going to discuss on the show is we're going to talk a little about Honeygain. I'm going to talk about a new app that's out. And I know that that others have gone over it. You all know me, you know, I'm the last person to you know, review an app, and I really probably don't do that great of a job of reviewing it. But you also know that when I review an app, it's going to be passive apps. It's not going to be an app that you're going to be sitting there and poking and prodding for hours on end while you get carpal tunnel syndrome and wear your fingerprints off. So, and this is one of those apps. So that being said, I got to get a little ready here. So I've had a long week. I know it's Wednesday, but I generally work 7 days a week. So, my Wednesday could be somebody's Saturday, So I'm going to have a couple of beverages. And I don't generally have beverages while I do podcast, but I'm going to tonight. You can take the dashes out of my social security number if you wish. Alrighty. So that being said, let's get into what's going on with Honeygain. Well, I don't know if everybody's seen Honeygain and their diminishing returns, but I've made no bones about what I've made on Honeygain, and there it is. And granted, I did get rid of some IP addresses that I was not using except for Honeygain, which was really stupid because they were not paying for themselves. So, I was definitely, making, twice as much as what I'm making now. That was an easy month. So, Honeygain, not only are we the farmers, and I'm not talking about the normal people here, we're not talking about, I'm talking about the bigger farmers. Most of our farmers, do only have one IP address, but I would say probably half the people that listen, do have more than one IP address. Do have the ability to have more than 2 devices on Honeygain, and so they're not cashing out every $20 every 3 months. My show, my channel here is definitely designed for everybody in the phone farming community, the passive income community. But we do talk quite a bit about expanding, getting bigger, having more than one IP address. And this is something that I have touted for 2-3 years. Oh, look at me just meander all over the place. I apologize. I definitely am getting sidetracked tonight. So let's get into what's going on with Honeygain. So, level up Swamp Bites by Honeygain. The past few years, blah blah blah. So user earnings depend on the balance of demand and supply. Demand increases when Honeygain either onboards new business clients, or when our current clients trust us with more traffic. The other side is traffic supply. One thing you'll notice here, I got those 2 big spikes, and that was when the little rover landed on Mars. Was when I was getting those spikes. And I don't know who their real clients are, blah blah blah. So we kind of, I've made many Honeygain videos over the years. And basically what you do is you sell your unused bandwidth to Honeygain, and they do whatever they want with it. We've all known that part from the very beginning. We know that we give up all of our rights once we sign up with Honeygain. This is nothing new. This is Tech Hustler and I have both made a couple of videos on that and talked extensively about that. Okay, so what's going to happen on March 1st is that Honeygain is going to basically split. And it's going to get split between Joe Sixpack user who has one IP address and the others, the phone farmers. What they refer to as the 0.01 percenters. So what's going to happen here? Now, what's funny here is they talk about Honeygain will be dedicated to household users who have less than 10 devices. Well, 10 devices is 5 IP addresses. That's pretty. I thought that was kind of interesting. Now, Swagbucks was created by Honeygain for our large-scale users with 10 plus IP addresses at their disposal after passing the compliance checks. Now, I have not read what the compliance checks are. I find that an interesting phrase. What are we complying to? Because they say here, we will offer Swagbucks users support of a personal account manager, and I suppose the Q is supposed to be an A, and it's supposed to say a software suite to manage the infrastructure hassle-free. Hassle-free. Always gotta love that word, huh? Why is this introduced? We are seeking to grow user earnings. Really? Well, my earnings aren't going to grow. I can tell you that. This will only be possible if we balance traffic. I said this 2 years ago. And here we go on my soapbox here. I said 2 years ago that Honeygain needed to stop bringing in new users. You want to balance things out? Don't let Joe blow. Don't bring in millions of users. Do you really need millions of users? Do you really need that many? I don't know. Not my business, not my business model. But I sure wouldn't think so. Phone Paycheck did quite well for how many years they've been running? So what they're doing is basically they're going to take the bandwidth that the 0.01 percenters and take the income that the 0.01 percenters and give it to the others. Now, we all know what that's called, and I'm not going to get into that aspect because I don't talk politics here. But it's just, for me, that just smacks politics. So after reviewing our user base, we have listed user accounts with hundreds or even thousands of devices connected. My apologies. I got a frog. Not only that it's difficult to explain how a single household user can obtain and have genuine consent for that many devices, but these users receive a disproportionate amount of the overall traffic and impact earnings for an average HG user. Well, my gosh, anybody can do this. Anybody could have a network like mine. Anybody. I will say anybody in the U.S. No, I will say in most places. Because we've set up users in Europe. We've set up users, I believe, in Asia. So this can be done. And I would imagine most places in the world. So to to cry and whine about how we're taking the disproportionate amount of the overall traffic, that's because we're using a large number of IP addresses. Now, I actually talked to a guy that runs some ISP here in the US that was talking about having tens and, what did he say, like 170,000? I'd have to look at that, but this guy was on the HG Honeygain Discord, and he was just going off about how he's using all these unused IP addresses on Honeygain and running it through a virtual machine. And I was like, well, look at that. You know, and I've said this for a long time, that the virtual machines are the issue. And I thought they outlawed them. But this guy's bragging about it. And so I kind of find it funny that, so he leases out those IP addresses to businesses or residential or whatever. Well, and they're burned already because of how HG does business with VPNs and proxies, which Rookie Farmer was saying that those are basically the same thing. That's a little above my pay grade still. So it really frustrated me. I wouldn't really say frustrated me. I understand what they're doing. I just find it. I just disagree with it. Am I mad about it? Like one of HG mods accused me of in the Reddit? No, I'm not mad. Y'all see, I've made $130 in the last 30 days. You know, for me, $130 is not much. You know, I make a lot more than that phone farming. Okay, how will this affect you? If you had 10, now, what's going to happen is they're not going to say you can have 10 devices on one IP address. Excuse me. What they're saying here is you can have 5 IP addresses and still be like a normal user. But it's still going to be, as far as I understand, it's still going to be a max 2 devices per IP address. Whether it's going to be one PC and one phone or tablet, whatever. Mobile, I should say. If you have more than 10, so what they're going to do is basically we're going to get some kind of software. Now, I'm going to be interested to see how that goes. Because the last thing I want is having to meddle around, or actually pay somebody to meddle around on my network to reconfigure, probably. I assume kind of reconfigure like, oh shoot. I'm trying to remember the 2 apps that you have to actually go in and you have to reconfigure your router to use their to get their traffic, and I can't think of what it is. But anyway, I assume that's what it's going to be kind of be. We are confident this change will positively impact the overall traffic demand and result in higher earnings for the Honeygain community. Why would something like this even remotely impact their overall traffic? What does that have to do with anything? That makes no sense. Yeah, they're trying to take away from the bigger users and give to the smaller users. You know, which, hey, that's their thing. They're more than welcome to do that. We are also hopeful this will further limit traffic fraud and illicit activities on the Honeygain network. Really? So, such as user pools, which is, in many instances ended up in earnings loss. Well, that's their own fault. You know, when they're letting, and this is one thing this mod said was talking about the user pools, and I don't know if you guys are familiar with them, but I also think this happened primarily in Asia as well. Now I might be wrong there, but the ones that I've seen were out of Asia, where they were getting a whole bunch of people together, and they were putting they were basically logging in under, there were thousands of people logging in under one account. Well, what would happen is, and you guessed it right, is that somebody would log in and steal all the money, which it was just hilarious. What do they expect? I don't feel sorry for that one bit. But what I don't understand about this is we are also hopeful that this will further limit traffic fraud and illicit activities. Do you mean like attacks on websites? Is this going to eliminate that HG was dealing with and has dealt with in the past? Is that going to cease now? Well, what's going to happen with me is I assume I will probably go through the process of setting this up. The mod on Reddit questioned whether I was a 0.01%er, so I hope he is here tonight in the stream. Hopefully. Hi. Because I would imagine that I am. Hey, maybe I'm not, but I'm definitely not not some ISP guy with 70,000 IP addresses at my whim. So we went through that. So this is the Swamp Bite stuff. We all know what it does. Supposedly easy to set up. So, I'm going to go through this process as long as it is easy to set up. If it's not, I don't need it, because there's a lot of talk that there's going to be almost absolutely no earnings from it. And Ricky Farmer said PacketStream in the live stream. Yes, that's exactly PacketStream, and then there's the other one. So PacketStream, you have to set up your router. You have to put in some code, and the last thing I want is my router to be screwed up. Ricky Farmer knows that quite well, and I really want everybody to encourage Rookie Farmer to change his name. Anybody that's seen him talk on Discord knows that he is nowhere near a rookie. I believe that we should get a petition going saying that he needs to change his name to Guru Farmer, and I will change my mine to Cashmagnet Rookie instead. All right, so so 50 cents per IP address, and I would imagine is that daily? No, let's not get silly there. But if it's really 50 cents per IP address per month, that's just garbage. If that's really what it is, I mean that's terrible. I mean, would we be making less than the other guys? So I don't know. So blah 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 blah. So we will see. You know, I'm not gonna hold my breath on this. I'm absolutely not gonna hold my breath on what's gonna go on. Now I know others have already quit HG just because it keeps going down, and it burns your IP addresses. They get listed as VPNs. So is it worth it? If I was a brand new farmer and I went out and got myself 13 IP addresses, I wouldn't run this trash. I wouldn't. No, why? What would be the point? 50 cents per IP address? No thanks. Now, I don't know if people are still having issues. Now, with my IP addresses, they never really got whacked on this. The ones that I've checked. If I was brand new getting 13 IP addresses, no, I wouldn't do it probably. Like I had said before, or I hadn't said it, I just kind of got around to it. Ooh. Sorry, my brain's a little mushy right now. Got on that big rant in the soapbox, which everybody knows I rarely ever do that, right? Rarely ever get on that soapbox. So, in the past, I know people had issues with Netflix. I'm not sure if that's still happening or not. I know it was pretty sporadic. I think where it really affected most of the farmers was the Get Paid To websites. I'm not sure which. I don't use those. All right. Before we get into the second half of the show and get into the new and improved app that's supposed to be coming out, I'll hop into the live stream and see who's here. Do some chatting. I don't I don't read through the live stream when I'm on my rant on my soapbox, so I will do it now. There's phone farming. How you doing? Shoe 'em up. Oh boy, are you new? I don't recognize your name. And there's Mr. Penn, Rashawn Penn. How you doing, buddy? I don't know if you've done a video lately. I caught a video not that long ago, maybe a couple months ago. I think you were talking about your son. I don't remember which. So glad to see you. I don't get to talk to you often. CAs? It's not looking good for Honeygain. 10 devices are only making me 50 cents per day. Yeah. Dan, how you doing, Automation Man? Glad you could catch the show as well. There's Bad Boy. How you doing? And Dan's talking about he doesn't want to burn his IPs with HG. There's Doctor. Aim Art. So how many devices you still running? Cashmagnet. I'm still running a lot. A lot. How's Cashmagnet currently getting ready to try? How is Cashmagnet? I'm getting about 30 cents or so per day per device. When they're running good, at least. Right around there. So do I encourage a Cashmagnet setup? I'm going to tell you, if you're going with 13 IP addresses, and going to shell out the $1,500 to $2,000, I would cross your fingers. I don't necessarily encourage it. I don't necessarily discourage it. I personally, I just swapped out phones, and I got a bunch of cheap ones, under $20 each. What stops multiple accounts? How does this change anything? You know, that's actually a good question. I would assume, you know, I have different blocks of IP addresses. They're from the same provider, in the same city. I would imagine they'd go that direction. You know, but I brought that up with Smoke and Rookie Farmer today. I was like, well, geez, you know, I'll just make an account for each IP address and take the referrals all on one. See what happens with that. Joking around, of course, because I'm way too lazy to do that. Whew. Can't even imagine making that many accounts. We get Jim Caffrey's a meat popsicle. Steven, hey, what's up? You mean you don't pay $300 for 100 IPs? No, I pay more than $300, but I don't have that many IP addresses. Ricky Farmer, no, you got to change your name. We're tired of you lying about your rookie status. Accomplished farmer, elite farmer, or maybe just God farmer, something like that. Doctor, a month wouldn't be worth the effort. You know, that's the thing. You know, if you're talking 50 cents per device, you know, is it gonna be $10 for an hour or two of setup? I'll get out of bed for $10. You know, that's not gonna happen. I am comfortable that I don't have to jump through 4 million hoops for $10. Okay, this is Dan. I won't run HG for that reason. I don't understand how you guys have so many different names. Oh, and this just jumped. Or did it? Oh, okay. Yeah, it did jump. Where'd it go? When you go through the live stream and scroll, sometimes it jumps on you and you get totally lost. Shoot 'em up. Yes, HG burned all 5 of my IPs. I can't log into a lot of GP websites and apps. Yeah, you know, I get it, but you should not be using GPT sites unless you're clipping coupons, and then I understand. Sounds like they are trying to make money off of people's data for nothing in return. You know, I really think that what's probably going to happen is that they're just going to scoop up more earnings for themselves. Jim got flagged as well. I'm not new. My name is Scott. I'm old. Oh, whoops. I ran into 2 different people. I changed my YouTube and Facebook name. Oh, so it's Phone Farming Scott. Gotcha. I assume that's you. Oh, yeah, there's Phone Farmer Scott. You actually said that in the next blurb. You change your name a lot. You got to quit doing that. Are you, Scott, are you just mainly playing games now? I saw you used to do you used to do videos, but then you started getting the game streaming. So I was wondering if you're doing that. Let's see. Every fix that level issue. If not, I might build my own app. Yeah, okay, with no level issue. Okay. Did they fix the Play Store games? Sort of. I know all of them aren't available. I think there's like 20 that are. They really screwed things up there for a while. And, you know, they got really smacked around. We're talking Cashmagnet here. They got smacked around pretty good by Google. Yeah, so Cia said, I believe they added 14 games, actually. It's somewhere around there. Using other account because I did not know if my account was still on YouTube. Strike for showing people how to download age restriction videos. That's kind of funny. So, no, you should be able to use your account still. The only thing when you get a strike, the only thing that affects, I believe, is just your earnings. I did. So, what I was going to do was actually do a series, a big series on Kodi. So I threw up that video, a video I did, my last video. That kind of was one thing why I haven't done a video since, because I've been frustrated and discouraged. But I did an intro video on Kodi, and I got it age restricted, and I got I don't know if it wasn't a real strike, but I didn't understand it. You know, there's channels out there with 60,000 people that all they do is videos on Kodi. And it was crazy. So, I don't know. So, and the only reason why I was doing videos on Kodi was it was something fun. And I got my mom on Kodi. My mom is 76. She's pretty tech savvy for her age. But she's still not exactly elite material. So I was going to do some videos for her on how to do that. I'm still thinking about it. So Scott, I think you can use that account. I just don't think you get paid for your videos. And that sucks that you got a strike. I assume that you probably petitioned against it. CMG, Ricky changes your name. Scott, quit changing your name. Make up your mind, man. I know. He's probably changed his nickname like 8 times. Oh, to his game name. Okay, I get that. Oh, no, it doesn't work that way, Scott or Steven. If you ever get a strike, peel it through, make them jump through legal hoops. No. When you have something happen with your YouTube channel, you have one avenue. You appeal it, and they decide whatever they want. There's no other recourse you have. You jump through their hoops. With the Play Store games, Ricky helped me. I didn't know. I almost said that. WTF was going on. I was waiting for Igor to answer me, and I would have still been waiting. Yeah, don't excuse me. Don't message him. You're wasting your time. Send support a ticket with stuff, but don't even do that. If you guys are having problems with Cashmagnet, go to the Discord and ask for help. Just PM Rookie Farmer, all day long. That's the only guy I would, when I have problems, that's the guy I go to. Now watch him change his name. Okay. Hey there, MD. Hey, this is really kind of funny. I don't remember who I was talking to. Oh, I was talking to a really good friend of mine about the whole MD thing in front of people's names, and I never thought about that. Because I've seen you and a couple others on the some of the Facebook groups. And I didn't really think a whole lot of it until she mentioned it, and that the MD stands for Muhammad, and that it's common for. Sorry if I butcher this. I apologize. I'm going to apologize in advance. That a lot of people in Singapore, is that correct? Did I get that right? Hopefully so. That are named Muhammad just put MD in front of their in front of their names. Okay, so there's my crazy tangent for the day. Now that we've gone through some ranting and raving, we played in the live stream. We've tried to get Phone Farmer Scott to stick with one name. We've tried to get Rookie Farmer to change to a more appropriate name. And now we're going to finally look at the new app that others have done. So what this is the new version of Honeygain. This is IPRoyal. I have not got into it yet. I have not. I've actually went as far as downloading it, but I had issues. Shocker, right? Well, sometimes I just don't have enough hours in the day. Actually, I don't take care of the hours of the day that I have very well. I waste too many hours in the day. So that's what this thing is. It's just let me see if I can. Did I bring that over? I did not. Hold on a second. Let me see if I can. Where is she? No, that's it. Give me. Oh, what? This page expired. I just logged into their website and it tells me page expired. This is no joke. This is hilarious. 419 page expired. But do you want to tell me why? I'm all ears on that. Hold on. Oh, maybe. Well, I don't know. So anyway, I actually put my. So I put my referral down below, and right now it's only available for PCs, and I don't know if it's available for Macs and Linux. I would assume that it's not. As you see that, I don't have it running yet. Oh, I know what I was going to show you. Hold on. I was going to, here we go. So I was on their Discord. So you just sign into it, install the app on the devices you wish to use, and connect them to the internet. I will say this right now, that you can only run it one instance per IP address right now. I will say that flat out. Otherwise, you have to sign out. I believe you have to sign out on both and restart the one you plan on using. I talked to one of their. I actually talked to him. Talked to Sky today. So he answered quite a few questions for me, which I definitely appreciated. Basically, they're using their stuff for proxies, which is, I was talking with Rookie, proxies. He was saying that proxies are basically the same thing. It's VPNs. So is that going to trash your IP address? I would assume so. But what they're going to do at some point is they're going to have it for it's unlimited amount of devices. But here's the real but, and this is the big key, is it's only one device per IP address. If you put more, you don't get paid for more. So they do have people have put payment proofs out there, and once I cash out, I'll show you a payment proof of it. Let me see if I can find their. Okay. How much can you earn? It's just like Honeygain. The more you share, the more you get paid. I'm not sure how much it is though. How can I maximize my earnings? By installing and using IPRoyal pawns on multiple devices spread throughout different networks. By using one device per IP address, this would be the optimal way to use traffic. By switching to the mobile network connection to spread the traffic itself. By using our referral program, and it is 10%. So I do expect every one of you to use my referral code so we all can retire in the Bahamas. Right now we offer payouts from $1 earned as fast as you make $1. You can withdraw that to your preferred payment method. Right now they offer payouts to PayPal or Payoneer, and I don't know what Payoneer is, which shouldn't come as a surprise to anyone. So there it is. The new and improved HG. I will definitely take a look at it and see. Let me see if I can get logged in. Let me see if I can get logged in on their app. This was giving me some trouble earlier. I just switched from oof, that's not what I want. I just switched from LastPass over to Bitwarden because LastPass is changing their format and basically it sucks. LastPass, you can either have mobile or you can have PC. If you choose both versions, you have to pay premium for it, which is $36 a year, and I'm not doing that. So I switched to Bitwarden, and I'm still learning about it. So I would show you. Let me see if I can find the app. Gotta give me a second. See, I wish they would. The Bitwarden doesn't show by recent. Which, oh, there it is. There it is. Okay, Sorry. Maybe I have to put in my full email. Nah, I don't know what's going on. It's hating me. It's not liking anything I do. So I will figure out what I'm bumbling around with. And I apologize. I didn't have it. I wasn't logged in before the show. My apologies there. Let's see. We will. Oh boy, almost put in an hour, haven't we? Whew. I'm sweaty. My ceiling fan in my office died. And I'm dragging my feet on getting a new one because I'm going to pull the ceiling tiles down and sheetrock it. Not me, of course, because I don't sheetrock. All right. Well, I'm going to hop into the live stream and see what's happening there. Have any of you tried this IPRoyal out? What do you think? Have you cashed out on it yet? Anybody cash out? Yeah, let me know. Let me know in the live stream or for people watching afterwards. Let me know in the comments. Ooh, here we go. Okay, so phone farmer Scout, he stopped using it because he was making 3 cents a day. Ugh. Amateur farmer, there we go. What? Get out of here. I'm gonna ban that guy. I really am. I'm gonna ban that guy. He changed his name to Amateur Farmer. Yep, we're gonna ban that guy. Swear I will. But Sia's made 3 devices and making $1 a day. That's nice. That is nice. That you're looking at 33 cents per device per day. That's rocking. 3 devices on PC or any phone app. They don't have the phone apps out yet though. Hey, there's Rich. What's the Cashmagnet Discord? Is it still around? Seemed pretty quiet the last time I looked. Well, there's no real Cashmagnet Discord. It's just the farming Discords. That's a lot of PC power and ruined IPs. I will test it again. But I'm mining on my PC, so I hope that don't affect mining. Yeah, I'm sure a lot of people are mining right now with the price of Bitcoin being sky high. I'm glad I sold. I stuck my pinky toe in. I think I made $10 and I sold out. I did that last fall. Yeah, it just wasn't my thing. I didn't feel comfortable doing it. And, I was I was messing around with Bitcoin when it was, nothing. Let's see. Okay, residential proxies cost the most if you're using a panel. Rob's Video Lab, how you doing? Newbie question, do mobile hotspots count as a different IP address? No, they do not. Yes, they do. Oh, yeah, different IP address. My bad. Yes. Yeah, they do. And you can always check your IP addresses. Just type in my IP address. Telefia. Yeah, I'm using. I'll go over what I'm using right now. Telefia, I'm rocking it. I'm not as crazy as some people with 70, but I'm doing all right with it. I'm running current again. I just quit using AA Music again for I think the third time that I've quit. Just not worth it. There's better payouts on it. Cashmagnet, of course, Honeygain. That's I think that's it. Just those. Did it again. Jumped on me. Yeah, Rookie Farmer lives in I should say, sorry, Elite God Farmer lives in Canada, so he is not allowed on Telefia, which really sucks. That's too bad. Hey there, Steve-O Gaming. How you doing? Telefia, is that a new program? Yeah, it's actually no. Telefia is actually owned by Nielsen Ratings. It's actually quite old, but for some reason, it fell between the cracks. I think it's been around for years, but I don't think anybody really knew about it until maybe the last year or so. Okay, okay, let me rephrase the IP address question. If you share your main Wi-Fi through a phone hotspot, does it appear on a different IP address? No. No. That would not. Like Expert God Farmer says here, no, anything connected to the hotspot would share the same IP. You gotta think of networking, especially when you're not understanding it or when you're first starting out, makes absolutely no sense. But the best way to think about it is like a post office box. So your post office box has a number to it, or even your home has a number to it. Even though, yeah, I blew that analogy. But what I'm trying to say is, like, so you get your internet from your ISP. It goes into your modem, hits your router, goes to your access point. Now, no matter what you do, you're going to have just one IP address. That's it. Now, there's certain things you could, of course you could do. You could, but I'm not going to quite get into that. But you got to think same way with like the mobile hotspot. You might have 50 things connected to it, but they're all going to share the one IP address. My analogy before was you could have 50 letters sent to your PO box, but it's still getting sent to the one PO box. I know that's a terrible analogy. I'll try to do better next time. We definitely ran into some new faces tonight. There's Jack. I wonder if current is getting too big and will die soon. 10 million. Blog says doubled every month. Is that a bad thing? I don't know. you know, they do local ads. So that's a really good thing there. Oh, I skipped. Let's see. Mimi-licious? That's new. How you doing? I'm running 25 per IP at the moment with Telefia. Holy cow. How's that working out for you? What's max for current? I believe it's I know people have been banned for having more than one instance of current per IP address. I know that for a fact. What would you say to someone who is thinking of getting into phone farming? Absolutely. I absolutely say yes. Absolutely. I would say, you know, first I would say subscribe to my channel. Did I plug myself today? Ooh, and then the second thing I would do is after you subscribe, give me a thumbs up for this video. Actually, you could go back and give me thumbs up for all my videos. That'd be really cool. No, but seriously, subscribe, smash that bell to get notified when I put up content or go live like tonight, which yeah, I really want to do more. And I know you guys are sick of hearing me say that. So I'll just keep on saying that. But yeah, you know, I've said this for years that I will be one of the last ones shutting off the lights on my way out the door when phone farming goes down the drain. When it goes down the drain. So yeah, you know, my advice would be hop on one of the Discords. Talk to people there. Lots of really good people. Lots of fantastic people. You know, I will be more than willing to give you advice. Not sure if you want my advice, but I'll gladly give it anyway. No, but seriously, phone farming is going strong. You know, I would say phone farming right now is the strongest it's been since the perk days. I really do. You know, because the perk days you had Swagbucks running with, you know, 7 apps, perk running with what, 4 or 5 apps. You know, now you have current, you have Telefia, you have AA Music, you have HG, you have Cashmagnet. You know, you might not be rocking the money. We might not be rocking the money that we were 3 years ago, but it's still passive income. And that's what it's all about. That's exactly what it's all about. Is the passive income. You know, we definitely don't want to be working for $2 an hour. Now, do we? Yeah, so I can remember 3 years ago when a certain YouTuber was saying no to Cashmagnet. No, get what? They're gonna fold. They're gonna fold. And I said, phooey on you. I believe the word phooey was probably replaced with another F word. But, you know, I've always been straight with y'all. Always spoke my mind and how I feel. And phone farming is strong. Not as strong as it was a few years ago, but I still think it's fine. Cashmagnet keeps fixing their blunders. You know, the second they quit fixing their blunders is the time when you start looking for other apps besides Cashmagnet. When they quit answering and so forth, that's when you bail. So yeah, I fully support getting into phone farming. You know, get on eBay and try to find devices on there that aren't $1 million each. Which let me I gotta show you this. This is hilarious. I consider myself a fairly knowledgeable, fairly doggone good eBay buyer. But I gotta show you this. This is absolutely hilarious. Oh shoot. Let's see if I can find this. So I bought a phone just because I'm going to activate a second phone. And so where I live, if y'all don't know, I live in the middle of the US in a little smallish town in the middle of Nebraska. Basically, if you follow I-80 and get between Omaha and it's not between Omaha. It's between Omaha and Denver, but not in the middle of them. And that's where I live. So I bought a phone just for this purpose. Here it is. This is absolutely hilarious. And this is why I tell people to be very, very careful what you buy on eBay. Fully working, minor issues. And I'm going to tell you, I do not like buying ever from this eBay vendor. I've had problems with them in the past, but I couldn't pass up on the cheap phone. Okay, so none of these issues affect the phone's functionality. Issues are the following: light image burn. This occurs when the display is left on. Blah, 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 blah. The back is cracked. Actually, there's a chunk missing off the back glass off this device. It is purely cosmetic, except for when you cut your finger, which I've already done, and does not affect the functionality. A case will cover it perfectly. Missing SIM tray. Really? So, missing SIM tray. Now, do you see where it says fully functioning? And then where it says missing SIM tray? Yeah, I mean, it's my own fault for not reading it right. Not reading it carefully. It is my own fault, absolutely. But the fully working. I'm not sure about you guys, but I'm not very good at making, SIM trays out of twigs or knitting one or however. So if you're going to start a phone farm, be wary. Make sure you read fully. I'm not going to show the dealer here, unless I already did. Yeah, I already did. So they're somebody I won't get phones from ever again. Let's see. Actually, I think Telefia has been around for like 10 years, but I'm not sure about the apps and so forth. Current is doing something. I'm not completely sure what though. But they use crazy upload bandwidth for a streaming music app. So is Current truly unlimited? Has anybody ran multiple accounts and been paid for each? I've seen that. I've seen people run multiple accounts. So Not that I don't encourage that, but I'm not going to get on my soapbox and preach not to do that. Okay. I'm getting to the end of the show. HG was earning like $1.20 a day, 20 phones, now making $3.50 a day. I'm happy it's earning more now. What? How are you making that much off your HG there, Scott? $3.50 a day, boy. That's not much less than me. I'm sure I'm running more phones than you. Maybe I'm not. Maybe you're probably running more on PCs than me. Oh, GM. I assume you mean CM. Earn Honey 300 per account a month. Wow. Times 4. Jesus. Wow. Perk. I never did the Earn Honey thing. Never did checkpoints. Yeah, the U Lotto. Yeah, I'm still trying to find a use for my my 27 Rebel ones that I have. One of these days, I'm going to actually figure out a use for them that I bought for you and for Perk. I don't even know if they ever paid themselves off. Yeah, I just never did the Earn Honey thing. Yeah, the encraves. Oh man, those were the money makers. Those things would run 24/7, make $2 a day. Yeah, I quit Swagbucks almost entirely. I do have some nice referrals on there, and I do use it for buying stuff off of eBay. I use the Swagbucks button, so I still cash out like $25 a month, even though I'm not doing anything on it. Yeah, you know, like what Scott's saying there is, you know, when you're buying off of eBay, you just got to be careful. And it stinks. You know, fully working. Minus issues. Fully working. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, well, I bought those Rebel ones. I got those December 2018, I think. My gosh. It was either 2017 or 2018. Bought them off of Amazon for $10 each. I believe eTrash got a whole bunch of them too. Saturn, honey, I was making $60 a week. Boy, that's some nice money there. Ooh, oh my gosh, we are way over time, aren't we? Woo! Man, I forget how fun it is to do a live stream with y'all. I really do. I forget how hot my office gets with all the fans shut off as well. I am kind of drenched in sweat. Guess I didn't drink enough beer while I was chatting away, which is obviously true. So I will definitely keep you all updated on what is going on. I'll try to do a standalone video on that IPRoyal. I will do a payment proof on that. I need to do a payment proof. Maybe I'll do a payment proof the beginning of March for everything that I got paid out in February. Hopefully, Cashmagnet keeps on paying basically a few days after we cash out. That's been nice, but don't count on that continuing. You know, they're probably going to stop doing that at some point. So, thank you all very much. You know, I really enjoy doing these, and I do them to try to help y'all make some money, and hopefully that has happened. So get on those Discords. hang out, ask people questions, especially you new people, even you veterans. I have plenty of questions. That's why I kind of got into the whole IPRoyal thing. So, all right, this has been Cashmagnet Guru. This has been Cashmagnet Guru. Having way too much fun. And looking forward to the next time. Be sure to subscribe, though. Give me a thumbs up if you would. I would really appreciate that. Also, ring that bell to get notified. And of course, spread the word. Friends, family, strangers on the street, tell them all about me. Get the community growing and big. All right, y'all take care. And I will catch you soon.